Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, May 25th, 2016, and I'm still on my quest for some jungle tree saplings. That's crazy. I can't believe that the jungle is such a rare biome that I have to travel this far in order to find one. And yeah, speaking of finding a jungle, it's now time to reclaim the bed and to reclaim the torch and to put the boat back into the water, because by now I even have to cross an ocean in order to find a jungle, and I really hope this is the case today so that I can obtain my jungle tree saplings and finally begin my journey back home so that I can continue to work on my building sites. And speaking of building, there's a water temple. Okay, I found a water temple, and wait, there's another one. I found two water temples close to each other and I still haven't found a jungle. What is going on, Minecraft? That's crazy. That's really crazy. I think I found more or less everything Minecraft has to offer during this expedition, except for a jungle. Oh wow, that's weird. That's really weird. And yeah, I don't want to attempt to attack one of those water temples, as the guardians are quite strong. And so I think I have to gear up a little bit more before I will attempt to attack one of the water temples. And moreover, I am on my quest for some jungle tree saplings and not on the quest to attack a water temple. And in this case, I think I will just ignore those sites and continue on. And as I sail between those small little islands, it brings me to the topic for today, as last weekend the famous classic and first James Bond movie Dr. No was on TV, and as I'm a huge fan of the James Bond franchise and I really enjoy watching classic movies, I had to watch that movie, and it was really good to watch that movie again. And I'm all the time impressed how entertaining and how exciting those old movies are. I mean, this movie is from 1962, but still it's, well, I think it's way better than the movies that get released these days. And I observed this phenomenon over several years that, yeah, I'm not really happy with the latest movies, because they are all about action, explosions, fast cuts, and not so much about an interesting story or so. And so I really enjoy watching classic movies from time to time. And in this case, I like to do some kind of classic movie special today, and I like to present you my favorite classic movies. And well, maybe you have already seen them, and so we can discuss our thoughts on those movies, or you haven't seen them and so you maybe get interested in those movies and you will watch them and hopefully enjoy them. This would be very cool as well. And yeah, as I said, I watched Dr. No and it was really good to watch it again. And it's also interesting to put the movie into the historic context. I mean, now, when we see that James Bond is basically causing a reactor meltdown in order to destroy Dr. No's facility, then it might seem a little bit over the top. But in 1962, we haven't had Chernobyl, we haven't had Fukushima, and so they were still quite loose with their presentation of nuclear power. And well, that's interesting. And speaking of the historic context, 1962 was, of course, before the first lunar landing, and so they had also the race for space as the topic, as Dr. No wanted to sabotage a launch of a moon rocket. This is also interesting, a moon rocket in 1962, but well, it was really interesting to put the whole movie into context, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And personally, I think Dr. No is one of the best James Bond movies ever made, and I think this really speaks for itself. And due to its great success, it also laid the foundation for the success of the whole James Bond franchise. And so it's really a movie you have to watch and yeah, to really enjoy. And I think it's really a great movie, and it's way better than the most recent James Bond movies, or well, it's a way better movie than most of the movies that get released at all right now. So yeah, okay. The next movie I like to present you the good Alfred Hitchcock movie Rear Window. It's even my favorite summer movie because it plays in the summer, and it's about a photographer who has broken his leg, and so he can't leave his apartment, and the only thing he can do all day long is to look out of the window and to see what is going on in the neighborhood. And so he observes something cruel, and at first no one really likes to believe him what he has seen, and so he tries constantly to convince everyone that, well, that something was going on in the neighborhood. And so it ends in a very exciting finale. And so this movie is also very cool, and it's very exciting and great to watch. And in general, all the Alfred Hitchcock movies are fantastic. Alfred Hitchcock's Birds? Was it called Birds? Oh dear. Now I lack on my classic movie knowledge that I can't remember the exact name of it. But this was really a great movie. And there are so many other Alfred Hitchcock movies that are so fantastic. So they are all worth to watch. And I really like to... Ooh, this is a cool ravine. Neat. That's neat. Okay, now I need to find a way around it. And yeah, I really like to do, well, maybe not an Alfred Hitchcock marathon or so, but just to enjoy a couple of his movies. This would be really fantastic. And this movie from 1954 is one of my favorite classic movies. The next movie I can really recommend is from, let me just check my list, is from 1953. And it's a French movie, and the French title is Le Salaire de la Peur. I'm a little bit out of practice with my French, but I hope I pronounced it correctly. So Le Salaire de la Peur is basically the wages of fear, and it's about some truck drivers who have to deliver some nitroglycerin to a certain destination. And as you might know, nitroglycerin is really unstable, and it's quite easy to let it explode if you just drop it down. And so it's quite challenging to have this on your truck and to drive around with it. And so the movie is all about their journey, their attempt to get to the destination. And this is really a classic and a great movie. And I don't want to talk too much about the story of this movie because I would spoil it for you. But yeah, if you have time and if you have the chance to watch The Wages of Fear, then give it a try. It's really a great movie, and I really enjoy it. And I think it's once again one of the movies, although it's from 1953, which is way better than the movies that get released these days. And yeah, so I'm really happy with this movie. So if you have the chance, check it out. It's really awesome. And okay, next movie I like to mention today is The Flight of the Phoenix from 1965. This is also a very great movie, and it's way better than the new version of that movie. So if you have the chance, watch the original version of The Flight of the Phoenix. It's really great. It's about an airplane crash in the desert, and how the passengers and the pilot deal with the situation and how they fight for their survival. And of course, I mean, you're there in the desert, they are way off course, and basically no one really knows where they are. So they are really in a desperate situation, and they have to find a way to survive. And of course, water is a problem. And so this movie is also a fantastic movie. And well, I think after having mentioned 4 movies, or well, even more movies, when we take into account that I said all the Alfred Hitchcock movies are fantastic, then I think you have plenty of movies to watch, or we have plenty of movies to talk about. And I would really like to know, have you watched those movies? And what do you think about classic movies in general? What do you think about most recent movies? Do you think they really lack a little bit some story and some content and they are just all about action, or are you happy about most recent movies? So let me know. And yeah, I think, another ravine, that's cool. I think watching classic movies is really a great hobby, and it's cool. You can really learn a lot, and as I said, it's also interesting to put the movies into their historic context, as I did with Dr. No, because you really have to know a little bit more about what was going on during this time and what knowledge was available at this time. So yeah, that's really cool. And okay, now it's time to find a good spot where I can sleep. And so, and now we have completed the first day of this episode, and still we haven't found a jungle. That's sad. That's sad indeed. Okay, time to go to bed. So before I will continue to answer some questions, I like to discuss a different thing. Do you sometimes I think the skeleton will shoot at me, indeed. But it's about to expire, so okay, the skeleton has expired. Has it left some arrows for us? Some bones, I guess. Okay, do you know this strange feeling when you have the feeling that you might have ruined something for someone else? I don't mean something really severe, or that you have injured someone or did something horrible. Also, in this case, I'm just talking about the last Conelanders race weekend. And well, of course, you will see it, or you can see it again when this episode gets released. But at some point, I was a little bit too ambitious. I haven't hit anyone else, so I never hit someone. In this moment, I haven't hit someone. Let's put it this way. But I think I caused some severe confusion on the side of the other drivers, and this might have ruined the race of some of the other drivers. And well, I really felt bad for this. And do you know this feeling that you think, okay, what I have done was maybe, well, not bad in a way that you really hurt someone, but that you maybe have ruined someone's race or so. And I just like to know if you have experienced this, because this really made me a little bit sad that this happened. And so this was really a weird feeling throughout the rest of the race. And I just wanted to briefly discuss it. And another thing I wanted to briefly mention is that I think it was one of the... Okay, this waterfall is currently... Okay, what is going on here? That's interesting. Waterfall has just developed more or less. Cool. We are really seeing some natural development, some erosion and so on. During one of my first coffee break in Minecraft, so I don't know, I can't remember, it was one of the very early episodes, I discussed the launch sequence of a Soyuz rocket, because it was a time as Alexander Gerst, the German astronaut, launched into space. And so, of course, as I'm a German, I was quite, well, not really hyped, but I found it a cool and interesting thing I wanted to discuss, and so I did a Soyuz launch special. And well, this Alexander Gerst is, well, of course, back down here on Earth, but recently it was confirmed that Alexander Gerst will launch and fly back into space in 2018, and not only he will fly back to space, he will also become the first German station commander, and that's really cool. That's really awesome. Well, I think, personally, I think if they really want to make a German citizen station commander and launch a German citizen into space, they should go for me and launch me into space, because yeah, it's Sebbi, so they can't go wrong. Well, I hope they can't go wrong. But apart from this, it's really cool news that he is so successful, and that spaceflight is that he's now scheduled for his next space flight, and so that's really cool, and so way to go. But next time, maybe choose me. I think I would do also a very amazing job up there, and even do some vlogs. Alexander Gerst never did a vlog from space. I would do something like this, so vote for Sebbi. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. This brings me, this whole astronaut discussion brings me a little bit to a different topic. I don't know, I think it might be my own awkwardness or so, but with sports and with any other activity, I often find myself that as long as I'm not doing that activity myself, I'm not really interested in it. So it's hard to mention because or hard to discuss, or hard to give an example, because in general, I'm not really into sports except for watching Formula 1 races or so. Obviously I can't, maybe I could be a Formula 1 driver, but, it's not the case. That's weird. So, I think maybe I should give Minecraft some time to generate all the terrain. What do I want to say? I don't know. As long as I'm not the one who can do a certain activity, I'm not really interested in it. Do you know this feeling as well? Or am I once again just an awkward person? Because, I'm not really interested in watching something on TV or so when I can't do this myself. And so it's quite interesting that I'm still interested in space flight. Look at this. Look at this. We did it. We found a jungle. Finally, after... this is probably bad. After such a long ride, we found a jungle. I can't believe it. Everything comes to a good end. Wow, that's cool. Alrighty then, I found a jungle. QL. And now I can begin my journey back home. But first I need my saplings, but then I can begin the journey back home. So this is cool. Okay, wow. We found... this is a huge tree. We found a jungle. Okay, no, I don't want to cause so much damage. Maybe I like to grab those. Oh dear. This could have been problematic. Okay, now I need to find a good spot where I can. And yeah, those leaves blocks. Oh dear. Those leaves blocks from jungle trees look really awesome, and that's the reason why I did this journey, because I really like to have them as my hedge. And okay, there's a jungle tree. That's good. So okay, when I chop down this tree, I don't want to kill one of those gigantic trees. This would be really sad. I mean, trees are important to... Oh, dang it. This is now also problematic. Okay, let's finish chopping down that tree. Now I need to get out of here. Okay, there's some water, so I can clean my inventory. I don't need seeds. Spider eye is probably unimportant. Bones are probably unimportant. Bow is probably unimportant. Okay, the rest is maybe useful. Okay, let's grab this. And why aren't the leaf blocks decaying? Okay. Ha! Is this a jungle sapling? Ha! Finally. The expedition is a success. The expedition is a huge success. Wow, that's cool. Alright. Let's continue doing this for a bit. And I also like to maybe obtain some beans. Just to have a few of them. Maybe some veins? Do I like to have some veins? This could be cool. Yeah, I do have shield. This is good. So let's do this. Vines. Very good. Let's grab some more of them. Okay, cool. Cool. Now I'm happy. Now I'm really happy. Okay, wow. Fantastic. So how many? Two. Maybe I like to have 3 of them. That's cool. Wow, finally I found the jungle. This was, okay, so much about my eggs. This was really a long journey. And I came up, or I have something in mind, what I like to, oh, there's an apple. What I like to do in one of the rooms of my mountain home, and I think it will be really cool when this really works out as I hope. And so I'm excited about this. I hope when I just break the jungle tree leaf blocks, it will spawn not quite sure. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, there's another small. Can I? Yeah, I can do this. And this, there's another small tree I like to chop down. So I need a new axe. Okay, like so. So a new axe, fantastic. Can reclaim this. Wow. Now I'm really happy. I am really happy that I finally found a jungle. Cool. Okay, will those leaf blocks now decay, or is this? Yeah, they start to decay. This is good. So I hope they, yeah. The leaf or the saplings should fall on the floor or on the ground. This is good. Okay, and now I can prepare my camp for the night. Good. Okay, let's speed things up a bit. Wow, that's cool. Okay, there's a sapling. And yeah, okay. I haven't made it to answer some questions in this episode, but I think that's alright. We found a jungle, and that's really what is important, and that's all what counts, and it's still a long way back home, so I have plenty of time to answer some more questions. And yeah, as a reminder, if you do have a question, just ask it in the comment section, and I will answer it as I did with all the other questions that were asked before. And so I really hope that you have enjoyed this episode. It was a huge success. So I have some saplings, I have some vines, and so I can start my tree farm. I have some jungle wood, which is, I'm not quite sure what I will do with the wood, but that's cool. And red stained clay. So yeah, I got more or less everything I wanted to have. And now I can begin my journey back home, and I think this will take also some time, so I hope you're ready for another long journey. Oh, I wanted to grab some beans. Okay, I remember this. Can I... Okay, I'm down here now. That's bad. Okay, let's grab the dirt. Okay. Oh dear. Let's get out of here. Oh dear, hi. Now things are going wrong. Oh, hi. Oh dear. Maybe I should just do this and shield. Okay. Okay, maybe I will grab the bones in the next episode. This could be better. Not bones, beans. I will grab the beans in the next episode. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!